Today we got a story time of a kid who goes to class and claims that he is dating Pomni. Yes, the character from the Amazing Digital Circus. I am not even kidding. Leave a like on the video right now to claim your free nothing. Awesome deal. Let's jump into the story. Anyways, so we're going to call a subscriber who submitted today's story Jack. So there's a kid in Jack's class who you already know how this goes if you've been watching the channel for a second. But this kid's name is Ben. And Ben is a very interesting kid, and Ben is known as the kid who's always telling tall tales. Ben is the kid who, I'll give you a little example. Ben is the kid 1 year ago before the story started. Ben told the entire class that he actually could run 100 miles per hour. And the reason why he knew this was because he did it the night before. So obviously everyone in the class was like, bro, you can't run 100 miles per hour. Do you know how fast that is? And Ben was like, no, I can actually run 100 miles per hour. So obviously everyone in the class was like, Ben, okay, if you can run 100 miles per hour, prove it. And Ben literally said, I can run 100 miles per hour. I just don't feel like it right now. And since I don't feel like it, I'm not going to do it. So after about 2 days of Ben insisting to everyone that he actually could run 100 miles per hour, he eventually was like, okay, fine, I'll prove it to everyone at recess the next day. Be there. So the next day rolls around and the bell rings and people walk outside and they see Ben standing there. And Ben's like, okay, I ran 100 miles per hour. Everyone standing outside looks at him and is like, bro, what do you mean you ran 100 miles per hour? We just got out here and you're standing there. So Ben's like, yeah, I ran 100 miles per hour. It's not my fault if you weren't here to watch it. What Ben actually did was he snuck out of class early saying, well, he didn't sneak out. He said, I need to go to the bathroom. So he left class early 5 minutes before he knew the bell would ring, stood outside, waited for everyone to walk outside. And once people were there, he's like, oh, I already ran. You guys just missed it. Everyone started asking each other, hey, did anyone see that? Was anyone out here when Ben ran? And the consensus was no. Nobody was out there. Ben was just fibbing so he wouldn't have to do it. So finally, the next day, he was forced by everyone to run 100 miles per hour. Did he do it? Short answer is the same thing as the long answer. No, both answers are no. We obviously did not do that stuff, bro. Come on now. Anyways, though, yeah, so sure enough, right, Ben was like, okay, the way you're going to know if I run 100 miles per hour is I'm going to go really, really fast. So Ben, gets in a sprinting position, throws his arms behind his back so he can do a sonic dash. And he starts running, but it might be the slowest run anyone has ever seen. Bro might as well be waddling at this point. But he might have been, there might have been a chance that he would have actually been able to walk faster than he was running. It was to that degree of what even is going on right now, bro? If you're going to lie about running 100 miles per hour, at least be fast. I'm not saying you have to, look, don't say you can run 100 miles per hour unless you're kind of exaggerating for effect, which then I would kind of understand if you're just being like, oh, I'm really fast. I can run 100 miles per hour. It's like a joke. But if you're exaggerating about how fast you are, at least be kind of fast. Don't be the slowest kid in the entire grade. So anyways, that is who Ben is. I thought it was better to tell a little mini story about who Ben is than just say, oh, well, he exaggerates. So this story that Jack the subscriber submitted all happened one day. And if you don't know, there's a video game out there called Poppy Playtime. It is not Poppy Playtime. I'm thinking of another story I'm about to tell right after this. There is this cartoon on the internet called the Amazing Digital Circus, and the main character, which I don't really know that much lore behind it. It's not the style of what I watch, but I know a lot of you guys like it. And this kid, Ben, likes it a little bit too much. So anyways, sure enough, there's a cartoon on the internet called the Amazing Digital Circus. I guess more of an animation than a cartoon, but it is insanely popular. Congratulations to the creator or whoever created it. It is a insanely popular animation. So the main character is this girl, I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, named Pomni, who's kind of dressed up like a jester. I probably had her in the thumbnail. You can look up some videos if you're curious. Anyways, though, yes, all you need to know is Pomni is a fictional character. Right, if this kid was like, Ariana Grande's my girlfriend, at least Ariana Grande actually exists. I mean, hey, yo, if Ariana Grande's dating like a freaking fifth grader, dude, like, yeah, okay, there's some bigger problems there. But what I'm trying to say is if I'm in fifth grade and I'm lying to the boys, like if I'm fibbing, telling some tall AF tales, let's at least make it plausible. I'm not saying that it's any more likely if we're being honest. Like, yeah, that would be a problem if it was true. But at least like someone like Ariana Grande exists. You feel me? Like at least they exist. But when we're talking about Pomni, that's not even a real character at all. Yeah, so anyways, right, let's just jump right into the story. This all happens on a regular Tuesday. And, the subscriber wakes up. Jack, the subscriber, not really happy to be up on this day. I don't know about you guys, but Tuesdays I guess Wednesdays are the hump day. But honestly, in my opinion, Tuesdays are the worst day. Because, look, Mondays aren't great, but it's like, okay, I'm getting into the thick of this. One might say I'm in the thick of it. and like, here's the thing, Wednesday, I get it. It's like the middle of the week. But I feel like I got some momentum going on Wednesday. You feel what I mean? Like, I feel like I know what's going on at this point. Tuesday, it's like I'm not even halfway through the week. But it feels like I'm halfway through the week. Thursday's nice because it's the day before Friday, and Friday's Friday, man. Anyways, so it's a Tuesday, arguably the worst day. And Jack is waking up with like 3 hours of sleep because he was grinding Roblox all night. Bro, there's nothing worse to do than to stay up too late playing video games on a school night. There's something magical about like pulling almost an all-nighter with the boys playing like Fortnite, Minecraft, Roblox, whatever you guys play. I totally agree, but don't do that on a school night, guys. Trust me. Anyway, so he walks into class and he is not feeling it right now. He's tired, and he definitely doesn't want to hear any nonsense. Well, I got some bad news for Jack, the subscriber. He's about to get quite a bit of nonsense coming his way. Because sure enough, Ben walks into class with a little bit of a smirk on his face. A little bit of a look on his face of I'm about to be a problem look. You know what I mean? He has that little look on his face. It's about to say like, I'm about to be a problem. I'm about to be everyone's problem. So you better buckle in, strap in, and get ready. So sure enough, Ben comes in and sits down right next to Jack, and Jack can feel it. It's like a primal instinctual knowledge. It's like he has a sixth sense or something, bro, because like he can just feel that there is some nonsense. There's a disturbance in the force, one might say. So yeah, sure enough, right? Jack is sitting there, and Ben leans over and is like, bro, guess you got a girlfriend. So obviously, Jack is really confused. One, because he's like, Ben got a girlfriend? Because, here's the thing, bro. Jack doesn't have a girlfriend. And he was about to be like, wait, what? Yeah, because that's the thing, dude. Like, it's always like when you're single, but that one kid in your class who's absolutely crazy, who's like, just like Ben. Ben is like the biggest fibber of all time. No, like, and like this kid is like, Jack's like, okay, I get it if like the jock in my class gets a girlfriend first, but bro, Ben, everyone but me? Anyway, so this has piqued Jack's interest because he's like, okay, who in our grade is dating Ben? Because like, I got to knock some sense into them. Jack was not, at the end of the day, it's like, you should be like, hey, a win for the boys is a win for the boys. You know what I mean? I think Jack was just so utterly confused. I don't know if he's actually going to knock some sense into them, but I think he was just curious. And he's like, okay, who is it? And Ben looks at him and says, I'm not telling. So immediately Jack's like, why is this kid not telling me? Like, there's no reason for him not to tell me, bro. Like, that doesn't make any sense. He's probably not telling the truth. Like, let's be real. He's probably up to some nonsense or something like that you feel like he's definitely pulling another I can run 100 miles per hour type type move right here. So he's like, dude, what do you mean you can't tell me? He's like, it's a secret. And Jack's like, okay, well, you told me that you have a girlfriend. It's against the code of honor of the boys to tell me you have a secret, but not tell me the secret. Look, if I found out you had a girlfriend and I was pressing you and you said, hey man, I don't want to talk about it, that's one thing. But the fact is you're coming to me bragging that you have a girlfriend, but you're not going to tell me? Nah, that doesn't slide, man. So anyways, after a little bit more pressing, Ben's like, fine, I'll tell you because I respect the bro code. I respect it. And he's like, okay, bro, let's hear it. And Ben's like, you wouldn't know her. She goes to another school. And so at this point, he's like, oh, okay. Oh, she goes to another school, bro? Like, I definitely haven't heard that before. Yeah, man, I mean, I think it's almost like comical at this point if someone says, oh, yeah, I have a girlfriend. She just goes to another school. Like, buddy, you don't think I've heard that 100,000 times before? Oh, yeah, no, I have a girlfriend, guys. Like, you'd be totally wrong to think that I don't have a girlfriend. She just goes to another school, so you can't verify if this is true or false. Just believe I have a girlfriend and give me the social clout as such and the respect among my peers. Like, bro, that's obviously not the case. So anyways, Jack immediately presses him like, dude, buddy, do you think I was born yesterday? Because I was born many yesterdays ago, and I've heard that excuse a million times. You really opened up the excuse playbook. You went to chapter 1, page 1, citation 1, notation 1, first line, first sentence, first clause of the sentence, and said, yeah, I'm going to choose this. Like, bro, are you serious right now? And Ben's like, dude, no, she just doesn't go to the school. And he's like, okay, bro, well, show me a photo. Because at this point, Jack's like, okay, check and mate, like, show me a photo. Like, what are you going to do? Like, show me. And he's about, like, what are you going to do? Like, you have to show me a photo of, like, yeah, like, you have to show me a photo of someone. If this is your girlfriend, it's probably pretty likely that you can pull up this photo really fast. So if you're just kind of going around on your phone, typing in women into Google search and then show me some stock image of, like, I don't even know, like, okay, you're probably, that's when I got you, right? But surprisingly, Ben doesn't flinch. Like, Ben is like, okay, sure. And that kind of throws Jack off a little bit because he's like, what? Like, I thought this kid was lying. Everything is pointed towards this kid lying massively. Are you to tell me that he's actually potentially telling the truth? So anyways, Ben whips out his phone and he's like, yo, you can't tell anyone. And he turns the phone around and it's a screenshot. And it's a screenshot, not of a person, right? Not of a person, or at least not of a real person. It is a screenshot of a photo. And it's a screenshot of a photo of Pomni, bro. The animation character. And at this point, Jack's like, dude, are you serious right now? So Ben obviously can see that Jack is, like, completely just like, okay, yeah, right, buddy. And Ben's like, what? Why are you making that face? And Jack's like, bro, you just showed me a photo of a fictional animation character. Do you not think I've seen the Amazing Digital Circus on YouTube, bro? Like, everyone's seen that. It has like 100 million views. Like, bro, you're actually trying, like, why did you... What is the point? Like, Jack was honestly just not even sure what the point was. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't even sure why he would lie about something so obviously not true. And yeah, I get it. Like, this is the same kid who said, I can run 100 miles per hour, when obviously that's humanly impossible. But it at least feels like something that could be true. It's not true, and it can't be true. But it feels like if you just run really, really fast, maybe you'd be able to do that. You can't, by the way, but it feels like you could, maybe. However, dating a fictional cartoon character, bro, that's not even possible. Like, if you just keep running and you get faster and faster and faster and faster, then you'd be 100 miles per hour. You can't humanly, but like, let's say you, I don't know, had like cyborg legs or something. I don't even know. But what I'm saying is you can't like define this cartoon character somewhere. You can't date this cartoon character. It's the most cap thing on planet Earth. So anyways, Jack is like, okay, buddy. And here's the thing that's low-key kind of crazy. Ben starts getting visibly upset with Jack. He's like, you don't understand my love. You don't understand, just because you're a hater, because you're single and alone, doesn't like give you the right to be a hater, bro. Like, I get it, you're mad, you're big mad, but that doesn't mean you can hate. And Jack's kind of like, hey, yo, wait a minute, pause. Because like low-key, Jack was like, I don't know, Jack had two close boys he was friends with, kind of like a group of three. Both of them got girlfriends in the span of 2 weeks, and Jack has never had a girlfriend in his life. So he was kind of feeling it a little bit. So he's kind of just like, hey, relax with that, buddy. Relax with that. Anyways, though, so sure enough, Ben is like, well, if you don't approve, you know what, just because you can't handle our love doesn't mean that you deserve to hear about it. And Ben like turns away all upset. Yeah, so anyways, right, Jack's kind of like, okay, buddy, whatever. And he watches as Ben turns to some other kid and is like, starts going through the exact same thing, the whole like, I have a girlfriend, but I'm not going to tell you who it is kind of monologue that he was doing with Jack. And then he's like, oh, well, I can't tell you who it is. And the kid's like, bro. And he's like, oh, she goes to another school. And the kid's like, bro. And he's like, fine, okay, well then here's a photo. And then obviously this other kid has the exact same reaction as Jack, basically being like, bro, that is a cartoon character. What are you on about, buddy? Like, seriously, what are you even on about? And yeah, so sure enough, right, the subscriber watches as this other kid has the same reaction, and then Ben gets angry again. So Ben goes to another kid, and he starts repeating like throughout the entire class with the same process of goes to kid, claims to have a girlfriend. That kid is like, ain't no way Ben has a girlfriend. So presses him. Ben goes on to say she goes to another school, which like is such a weird detour, like whatever. And then the other kid's like, bro, that's the lamest excuse I've ever heard. And Ben's like, here's a photo then. Shows a photo of Pomni from the Amazing Digital Circus. And then that kid's like, bro, that's not real. And then Ben gets angry. So Ben gets angry again and again and again until Ben has finally had enough. So Ben, because like at this point, Jack is kind of watching Ben go from person to person while class is going on. And that's when he sees Ben slam both of his fists on the table and says, that's enough. And like, remember, the class was going on when this was happening. You need to know that class was going on during this whole thing, dude. Like this wasn't recess. This wasn't some like in between classes. The teacher was actively teaching. So at this point, the teacher stops, everyone turns around. And well, it's a very interesting, yeah. Ben's about to do something very interesting, to say the least. Like bro is about to, you know what? Let me just tell you, real quick. If you made it this far into the video, I want you to comment floor down below. I'm just looking at my floor right now. That'll be the secret word of the day. It'll let me know the names and faces of people who made it this far into the video, as I do appreciate you watching for as long as possible. Honestly, the best way to help my channel is to just watch my videos. And if you want to like put them on in the background as you're doing something or go to sleep, I have a bunch of playlists, as well as I have plenty of really long videos that are like compilation, marathon, full movie type videos. So if you want to put those on as you go to sleep or as you're doing other things, that actually helps the channel out a ton. So also let me know in the comment section if you are doing that, is that, does mean a lot. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you've left a like, subscribed, and obviously comment down the secret word of the day, which is floor, Floor. And if you're listening to this on Spotify, which YouTube viewers, we're also on Spotify, make sure you rated the podcast 5 stars. And then also follow the podcast. You can actually do both of those things. And finally, if you want to submit these stories to me, you can submit them to 2 places. You can either go to Instagram, look up Connor Pugs. I make reels on there that go pretty viral, so my page is actually pretty big. Follow me and then send me a message. And in that message, just tell me the whole story. Or go to Snapchat, look up Connor Pugs. I have the gold star in there so you know it's me. And then next time I post on my Snap story, swipe up and tell me the whole story in one post. That'd be the easiest. And with that being said, guys, let's just jump right back into it and see what Ben does. So sure enough, right, Ben slams his fist on the table and is like, that's enough. I guess Ben got really upset that no one was believing that this fictional cartoon character, Pomni from the Amazing Digital Circus, actually wasn't his girlfriend in real life, and he was just fibbing again like he did when he said that he could run 100 miles per hour, which he ran like -1 mile per hour. Bro was like moving so slowly, he was like moving backwards because he was breaking like the fabric of space-time or something because of how slow he was moving. I don't even know. It's somehow slower than zero. Anyways, though, so he slams his fist on the table. The teacher's been teaching the whole time, so the teacher kind of like stops what they're doing, like looks up and is kind of like, what? And the whole class turns around, and Ben stands up and is like, if you guys won't accept the fact that I'm in love, then I don't know I don't know what's up. Like, what's up? And everyone's just like in silence. He's like, yeah, now you guys are all quiet. You guys were talking all that smack before, but now you're quiet because like you guys are keyboard warriors. And like, bro, keyboard warrior means you say something online but won't say it to someone's face, which like there's a lot of keyboard warriors out there. I'm not gonna lie. Like some people really be saying some stuff that they wouldn't be saying, someone to their face, which I don't know. I think it was Mike Tyson who said, the internet's really like I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head, but something kind of along the lines of like people have forgotten like what it feels to get like punched in the face when you say something like that. I don't know. I think I butchered that quote, but what I'm trying to say is like, yeah, a lot of keyboard warriors, but these weren't keyboard warriors. They literally said to your face like, bro, that's not Pomni's a cartoon character, bro. What do you mean? Yeah, so anyways, Ben is like, yeah, you guys are all keyboard warriors. You're not going to say it to my face. And that's when some kid's like, bro, you showed us a photo of a cartoon character. Yeah, that's not your girlfriend, buddy. And so like the whole class like erupts in the laughter. And Ben's like, oh, you wouldn't say that to my face. And the guy's like, bro, I just said it to your face. I'll say it again. You showed us a photo of a cartoon character, buddy. What are you doing? At this point, Ben's like, she just goes to another school. And he's like, okay, bro, show the class what photo you're talking about then. So sure enough, he goes ahead and shows the class. Like he's like, oh, here's definitive proof. And he takes out his phone, looks up Pomni from the Amazing Digital Circus, shows the class a photo, like stands up on the desk and shows everyone. And as he's showing everyone, the laughter just gets louder and louder. He's like, you guys are all haters. You're mad because I have a girlfriend and you're single and you're going to die alone. You're never going to have kids and your genetic legacy is going to die with you. Boo. And they're all like, bro, you're flexing your fake anime girlfriend who doesn't exist, bro. Like, I don't think I'm the one who's not winning. Like, I don't think I'm the one who's upset. I'm actually the one who's just pointing out the facts here, and you're kind of screaming at me, buddy. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, she's real, and you guys can't handle it. So Ben storms out of class, super angry, super upset. And the teacher is like, doesn't even try and do anything. The teacher's like, okay, as soon as Ben leaves, the teacher's like, okay, class, that was weird. Can we go back to talking about polynomials or, wait, this is 5th grade. Dinosaurs, probably not polynomials. Yeah, but anyways, right, so the next day in class when Ben comes back, he comes into class all like defeated. He's not talking to anyone. So you might be thinking, oh, is he going to like be all riled up again? No, I think Ben like actually thought for a second. Like I think he went back and like actually took a second to think and use his brain and realize this is actually so stupid. I'm not fooling anyone here. So yeah, the next day when Ben comes into class, he's just dead silent. He's not talking to anyone. And this one kid's like, yo, Ben, how's the girlfriend going? And he just does not respond. He's like, yo, bro, how's it? And some other kid like taps his kid on the shoulder like, yo, knock it off. Like clearly like this kid got enough. Yeah, he was being dumb, but like he doesn't deserve like constant harassment for this, as dumb as this is, bro. So yeah, after this point, Ben did not claim that Pomni from the Amazing Digital Circus was his girlfriend, but he was sure adamant about it for quite a while.